Are you scared? I'm scared. I'm always. Oh, okay, that's not true. But. Life. Life has meaning. Surely. What that meaning is? Well, I don't know, figure it out. I'm not psychic. You know you better than I know you. Know that much at least. Barely know myself. So, really, probably not the person to look to for answers. I know that is a human thing to do. Whether for validation or just because you're not sure, whether because you doubt your own. Is intuition the right word? We'll go with knowledge. Own knowledge, or you just don't know? Yeah, it happens. But, yeah. Oh, did I wake myself up? I did, slightly. You know, you think one screen is enough, and then you realize one screen isn't enough, and you get a second screen. And then you decide to try content creation, right? You thought 2 screens was enough for that, and you realize actually no, you kind of need at least 3. I have the VTube studio window, which I need if I want to move around and do stuff. Yeah. Ooh, spooky. But I also have OBS window, and then that's currently over the Twitch dashboard so that he can actually see what you goopers are saying. When there are any goopers, you know. Or the voices, otherwise. The voices keep me company. Does that look weird? There's a lot of problems with my setup, let's just put it that way. Is the phone in the same spot? No. That makes it weird, and I look in entirely different directions by just changing where my phone is, and I have nothing to do with it. I guess I could get tape or something and like mark it down. That would have been smart, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm sure I'll remember it later. For sure. 100%. You believe me, right? I mean, I don't believe it, but I mean, if you believe me, that means I'm halfway there. And I just have to convince myself and actually do it. How hard could it be? Hee. Yeah. No. I have no clue. So, what I can do is open this. This being Opera GX, which has transcended needing to load, I guess, which is nice. Finally. Hi Ari. Your picture's still there. Interesting. So, today's plan is that I don't have a plan. I mean, I have a loose plan. We talk, because it is hot. But then, I don't know. I'm partial to Wuva or War Thunder, and part of me thinks that War Thunder is not the better option. But I also thought that I wasn't going to be interested in doing Wuva at all today, so, you know. Very reliable. Also, now that I have Opera GX somewhat figured out, I should probably try and do that whole quiz thing again, because I couldn't before because it would try and dox me with ads, because... But why not? You think they'd be aware that most of the people that do their quizzes and stuff on these websites are content creators who would not appreciate people having a less than super vague idea of where they live, because it likes to, you know, put city at the very least, sometimes more. Even though both Opera GX and Chrome have location data off, but you know, it's off except for when it isn't. It's just how that works, I guess, in this modern day and age. Unless you block all ads, which Opera has built in and Google does not, because they've transcended bowing down to their advertisement overlords and instead just bow down to the money that they give and therefore let them do whatever they want. Good times really. Anyway, I don't know where I want to search for this, but yeah. Oh no. Oh, what have I done? Um. Erm? Hmm. So, for those wondering what's going on, Alto is technically here, but, you know, he's also not here, apparently. So what if we do that? Does that let you appear suddenly? What do you mean release you? All I did is time you out for a very short amount of time and then you just disappeared. I don't know, clear browsing cache? I am not a twitch.com guru. This is not my strong suit or comfort zone. I mean, hey, I'm here. You know. I can't really say refresh your browser because I presume you didn't have the same browsing window open the entire time. Oh, hi Weeb. So funny story. In retaliation for him doing the same thing to me, which also slightly broke my browser, I timed Alto out last time, and it seems to have broken something. So he's here, but we can't see what he's typing. For some reason. No. I broke his Google Chrome? Specifically, I guess? Not my PC. Mostly. Yeah, Alto. You can see him in users. Or what if I do that? Manage suspicious user. That's not quite... Lost my outfit, so that was through. Okay. I'ma do a thing. I would do a thing as he tried turning his PC on. This was multiple days ago, so I would assume so. Wait, it's not a... It's not... It's a forward slash? Erm. Huh. I can't even type in timeout because it just says user not found. This is okay, so what if I do... Hey, please stop with the pin message thing. Yeah, basically. Okay, what if I do this and then untimeout? Does that work? No. No, it does not. You might have to clear your browser history. Well, browser cache? Browser cache. For Google, assuming you use Google. Good question. Are you on your PC or the app, Alto? Ban then unban. Sure, I can try that. Where did that... That is so weird. If I warn again... Unable to fetch account. Okay, well that didn't work. Still here. Oh boy. That got very large. What if I ban? And then I go over to moderation, I think. I'm curious what'll even show there. Okay, it shows you in theirs having been banned, so that's a start. It acknowledges your presence. I can't hear him. Is he in the room? You're on mobile. We blame Twitch Mobile then. We blame Twitch Mobile. Have you logged in on your PC at all? I love tech issues. Clear cache, uninstall, and reinstall. Sometimes it glitches out. You get all that? One sec. Happened to you before? I love Twitch's app. I'm so glad that I never installed it and have to deal with these issues. Question, how do you clear cache on the app? Because I've literally never seen that before in my life. Oh, he does exist. Oh look, I can mod you now too. He's Alice? So stupid. Twitch, why? Why are you like this? Oh my god. It doesn't even show the... Do you have to acknowledge the warning? Like, is that a thing? That would be so stupid. That would make sense in a really dumb tech way, but that's so stupid. Alright, we'll write that down. Don't send warnings to anyone who I don't know is on the desktop app. Well, desktop. Because... Oh, that explains so much. Because, like, as soon as I hit warning, it literally went, oh, we can't find this user. This user isn't there. But then if I hit the pop-out window, it finds you? I don't know. I You know what? We'll call that... We're just living up to Kitsune name. You did it to me, and it took, like, a few moments of, like, figuring stuff out. I closed the browser and opened it. I did it to you, and it was 10 times worse. We're just lore accurate. What can I say? Hold the app. I don't have the app, but click the info button. Oh, like on the phone. Huh. Okay. Is that a Android thing, or do you have Apple? Because I know Apple likes to dumb things down significantly and treat their user base like they're completely brain dead, which is very frustrating. Like, for instance, the fact that my phone only had 80% battery when I started this, because it's like, we're gonna wait until you actually need fully charge, like, in order to, you know, fully charge your phone, because why would you want that? You don't know when you want that. We know when you want that. Also, I swear, do I just move more on stream, or is it actually more reactive and responsive? I don't know. We're gonna move over to here though, because wait, no, yes. Hi. Once again, we look at games. I'm so excited. You're in fact Dante's Inferno. Who uses Apple? I'm not a caveman. How does that equal caveman? Just, you know, asking for a friend. Also, Apple has AR tracking, which is better for, you know, I don't know, facial tracking. It's not the best because, like, again, model, but also I don't have vBridger because I'm not sure it would run. Hello. But, I have no idea what this game is. I'm slightly more invested now. Apple ruins the wheel Android had 5 years ago? I wouldn't know, I'll take your word for it. Because... yeah. See, I went mostly off of the camera, which is what I care about more, I guess. Just also happened to be what I had, so, you know. What am I... The fate of Ember Technologies in your hands, with abounding hero build possibilities, dive into an epic journey with endless loot, adrenaline-pumping fights, and new seasonal content. What is this game? Um, sorry, I got distracted. Rosa's PC is actually held together by copper wire. Three. Hey, do we want to test if it's fixed for good, or like it'll just completely screw you again? Because that sounds fun. I mean, we could not. Are you gonna continue to spread false information? Slandering my good name? Actually liable, technically, but you know. Me? The potentially? We're leaving it at potentially Cinderay and also very proud Fox? Are we surprised? Like, I'm not saying that I'm not a big fan of being candid things, but I do like earning things more. Anyway, massive update featuring the new Cloud Always. What in the hell is this game? Okay. Very bad boy for speaking the truth against the press. You're making it very tempting to have that be a requirement. Are we sure we don't want to rephrase that slightly? Just saying, you know. I mean, there's not a lot for me to do at the moment, so you know, the ADHD makes me want to click on stuff. And it's like 2 button presses, but it's 2 very satisfying button presses. Oh, you know what you said. Okay. Where is it? Ward Alta 456. Begging. It warms the heart. But what do I get out of this? That's the question. For another full. Fine. Your compliance. But you didn't comply when I asked you to stop spreading misinformation. Rosa times you out like always. Let's go. See, you can do positive and negative reinforcement. It works. I don't have a clicker, so you know, it's gonna have to function as enough. And a peaceful chat. What do you mean by that? Also, oh look. New hero trait, Rosa. Unsullied Blade. Go do your work, Alto. Go on. Go. I believe in you. Good boy. In your own words. Actually, what were your exact... Oh, you said Batwall. Would he be a bad boy or a good boy? I'm just saying. I guess it depends on what you want. Reward, punishment. Tower system. Oh, wondrous heroes. Holy ADHD combat. Blast off magic explosions in draining pools or snipe down ranged enemies. Grind with your own battle style. Embarrassed enough having to click it once already. I don't know, did the lesson stick? I mean, with dogs, sometimes you have to do it multiple times. I'd argue with cats it's even more. So, you know. I wouldn't want to leave a lesson half finished. You know, it's kind of like when you don't take all of your antibiotics that you prescribed and then you create a super disease. Yeah. So, I mean, it'd be bad. Better to just make sure that it's sunk in. Collect endless... What is this game exactly? Because it sounds like it's an MMO, but it doesn't have the MMO tag. What the recommended is a 1060 NVIDIA. So I could definitely play it. But oh. It's always good when the first 4 reviews are negative. Another ARPG with FOMO and no offline mode. Battle Pass and mobile slot elements. Good gameplay loop is kind of workable. Honestly, I'm not sure. Don't let the pay-to-win aspect scare you off from trying it. Okay. What if I did though? What if I did? New and noteworthy. We'll try new releases. Why not? Page reviewer. Did it really say that? That's hilarious. Oh. Oh god. I should have guessed this was gonna come up. Well, we don't have to get there right off the bat, thankfully. Pay to win sway this game. This game is good, paid reviewer. That's weird. Odd. Keepers are sweepers. Control one player on your team, my preferred version. Fast-paced 5v5 matches. Yeah, very fast-paced actually. Kind of... I don't know. I feel like not playing games like this has slowed my brain down slightly to where actually it's probably less this type, not playing this type of game, more of like not really doing a whole lot. I'm getting too used to hesitating on stuff. It's a work in progress. Yes, Ronaldo noises. Because what I used to play a lot of was the older FIFAs, and also the NHL game, but don't play the NHL series from EA. It's just... When they upgraded from the 360 to the Xbox One, I think it was, they just somehow managed to remove a ton of features and then haven't added them back in. Or maybe they have by now, but it took multiple years. Basically, EA doesn't care about you, so you know. Just saying. You don't. So you like the Messi of League, but you don't even know who it's referring to. SMH. Otherwise known as I should make Alto play this game and then watch him suffer. I mean, teach him. Slowly. X in Mexico, so dog water soccer. Is that even fun for you? Are they bad now? They used to be decent, I thought. At least better than the US. But then, I mean, you know, the US got better as well. But still not great because no one in the US cares about soccer compared to football. Not to be confused with soccer when you mispronounce its name, even though its legal name was always soccer, because that's what the British used to call it, until the Americans started calling it soccer, and then like, actually we can't share anything with you losers, we're embarrassed. So it's football now. Anyway. Where was I? Just burned by your country being so bad. Valid. Valid. There's a reason why I don't really keep up with the Sharks as much anymore, and that's my hockey team. Because I grew up in San Jose. That's where I learned to skate. Good memories. But the team has they're in a rebuilding phase. By rebuilding phase, I mean they suck really, really bad. So you get fairly invested in your team and how they're doing. And it maybe sort of causes you physical pain when they play horribly. Well, sometimes it's better to just take a break and not keep really close tabs on them. Just read from afar. Larger players tell that move on to a team that doesn't care about winning and only cares about the mod. Ah, capitalism. Tell you what. You agree not to break the rules, and I'll agree not to do... what is it? Raid Shadow Legends ads or sponsorships. Or better yet, the like half a dozen random mobile ads that Stream Elements tries to get you to do, the sorry, sponsorships, which are just, if you hit X amount, then you get a very small amount of money for what you're providing. And that's assuming you can provide anything and not just give them free eyes. You know. Just saying. Point is, the only reason I didn't get this game is because it was having problems with well, this stuff. It had connection problems. The ranked key will be made available in a couple of months. Woohoo. Guadalajara is full of sellouts? Not a basketball or boxing enjoyer? We'll get to this in a sec. Yeah, Look, I enjoy most sports. I enjoy playing most sports. But basketball is just... I can't. I could never enjoy it. I've never liked it. I don't like playing it. I don't like watching it. I could not care less about basketball. Yeah. I don't know. And then boxing, I don't know. I don't really like watching people actually hurt each other. That's a me thing. I'm not huge on physical pain. But I mean, it is the human pastime if you look at, I don't know, gladiator fights. Do you have any idea how much equipment you wear in hockey to not actually get really hurt? Unregulated, but it's actually very regulated. What is the... I'll get to you in a second. Hey, I appreciate it, thank you. But I'll get to you in a second as well. Because I'll forget otherwise. Soccer is the gentleman's game played by brutes. and hockey is a brutish game played by gentlemen. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, that's Nilivia, I think. Don't ask why I put an accent on it randomly. It's just how my brain took it. Thanks for the follow. Also 456. Wow, that's ironic. Is this kind of starting a cult? Should I be concerned? But yeah, thank you for the follow. What do you mean there's rules? Yeah, of course there's... What regulated mainstream sport do you know if that doesn't have rules? Exactly. Huh? It might even be more regulated since I last checked as well, because, you know, since they otherwise wear tons of equipment, but they, you know, for not wanting to break their hands, thinks they need to actually play the game, take off their helmets and whatnot when they start fighting in gloves to not really hurt each other. Yeah. One called golf where you can drink and play professionally. Okay, but you can't throw your clubs at your opponents, or the crowd, or purposely hit balls towards them. I'm just saying there's still rules. You can try again if you want. No? It's probably because he's on mobile. Oh. Gentleman rule? I'm pretty sure if you fist fought on the green, you would be banned from, like, the next 3 tournaments. Or at least toss out of that one. No. Really? Are you sure about that? Alright. No. Can I spell, please? There's... Huh. There's an entire page. Interesting. So safe to say there are indeed rules. I can't be bothered reading through all of that, but they exist. Also, I don't need that open anymore. I'd love to be reading stream for the most ignorant stuff. Whatever. Whatever. I get free content. It's fine. Who knows? That could be a short. Player reporting as usual will be delivered at the same... This doesn't have the ability to report people? In 2025? You have premier examples such as League of Legends, Dota, Call of Duty, and Valorant. Have I mentioned Valorant? Valorant. What? Stop distracting. My bad. I'll just not acknowledge you at all. Sorry. I can do that. Yeah. Because I'm not going to stop talking. It kind of defeats the purpose. Just say. Mouse and keyboards are becoming a patch as soon as possible, notably to tap aiming. Why would you ever play a soccer game on mouse and keyboard? Just asking. That sounds like the most painful thing you could do to yourself as far as playing any game related to soccer. That isn't, you know... Oh no, what's it called? FM. FM, you obviously do want to play with the mouse and keyboard because that is menu simulator. Kind of fun if you don't have ADHD and require more stuff to do. Even then, it's still fun in short bursts. Rank 1334. Okay, so not really. Players that didn't measure the skill progression. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what open skill is, but okay. We're facing issues with matchmaking queues at launch. Had to loosen restrictions. Same team. Skill levels. It can be frustrating to carry a low-level player. Yeah, if they're like not trying. Honestly, it takes someone with less skill because they're trying to learn and trying to win over someone who tilts at the first sign of things going poorly and then just makes it impossible to win. Not talking about any game in particular, for sure. No. No. No game in mind. Gonna carry that. I'm playing Wukong mid. Okay, noted. Gonna hold me equal to silver. Oh, positive effects. Oh no, I asked if that's what you wanted. I never actually said what I was going to do. I know reading comprehension, well, I guess just comprehension in this case. Difficult. Hard, I know. Words. So challenging. But I technically didn't say that. There's also no binding agreement and or contract, so... See? Yeah. You should have paid attention. You're right. You are so right. Thank you for acknowledging your mistakes. Who the heck is Kobe Menu? Or however you say his name. From Wembley to your screen. He doesn't have the build of a tennis player, so I take it they mean other whatever. Making mistakes a minute after my apology. You know, if you automatically internal monologue your thoughts into Twitch chat, it makes it really easy to tell what you're saying. Just, you know. Just putting it out there. Third person. Why does this layout trigger me so much? Is it because it doesn't extend out far enough? Like... Maybe. I don't even want to look at it. Okay, anyway, that's rematch, so that's interesting. A new Tony Hawk game. That's not as many people as I had thought. Works. Huh. Oh, I don't know if 4 question marks conveys my confusion, but okay. Alright. Interesting timing, but hey look, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, 3, and 4. Get hyped for the legendary franchise to return with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 Plus. Why not just put and? Why not put and? Reunite with the crew. Cross-platform online multiplayer. As opposed to what? Plugging a console into a PC for cross-platform play? I feel like that's an unnecessary clarification, but hey, you do you. Total casual or grungy pro. The same smooth handling and simple to learn controls from one and. Did they do the same thing with the first game? I'm confused. Also, I don't even remember which one it was, Tony Hawk Underground, so... Yeah. Well, there's not a whole lot there besides Yep, that's literally it. Okay. Wireframe. Okay, I thought it said Warframe. I'm like, that's an interesting crossover. Oh boy. Oh look! It's the game that I can't not hear about. Anywhere that I look. Quite almost literally. Because I don't go outside. But, you know. Ume Musume. They are born to run, in their own words. Otherworldly names is pushing it a little bit. Considering one of them is called Bourbon. That's very worldly, actually. Just, you know, saying. Experience a thrilling story of historic creatures such as Special Week, Silent Sakusa, Pokai Teo, Ogurika, Gold Ship. So these are all actual well-known horrors. Huh, okay, the more you know. I didn't know that. Okay, I will say, having watched... The heck? Mostly negative. Nice, you love to see it. Mixed. Very positive. Okay, so nice. It's 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Not the worst. Anyway, Sea-Dog played it. The video that he watched. I will admit, they A, know their audience, and B, the animations are actually pretty good. We call it gameplay. Isn't horrible, it knows what it is and it's done well. The menus are well done. It could run on a potato. The only real downside is that it's a gacha game, which means you need roughly 2/3 of your bank account to accomplish anything. Oh. From someone with 20.2 hours. The presentation is great, the characters are all likable and charming, and the music is pretty great. It's surprisingly good. The actual game is extremely repetitive and RNG. Yes, that's the game. You expect to play the same thing over and over and over dozens, if not hundreds of times. Yep, that's the gacha portion. Respect to time and effort. Gacha mechanics is much more generous, only really needing 1 instance of a character instead of multiple copies to make something worthwhile. 20 hours is enough time to watch all 3 seasons. I don't know what that means, but pretty derby Cinderella Grey in the beginning of a new era movie. which is far more enjoyable experience if you wanted. Oh, those are. I'm guessing those are animes involving horse girls, because of course there's horse girl animes. Oh, it's an anime series. Huh. That explains why it's much more fleshed out world-wise. Okay. I was wondering. Okay, I'm curious. Live out your school days as you navigate the rocky world of game development. Can you make an amazing game, or will something get in the way? Something will always get in the way. That is just life. That's how life works. Make friends? Okay, well I'm already scared. No, we're good. Present such horrifying ideas to me. Part of me wants to. Oops, my bank account. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, huh. It looks like an interesting way to kill time. You know, I'm sure for the first like 20 times watching them run around a track isn't. I mean, okay, people watch NASCAR. Admittedly, they don't usually watch NASCAR just like stare at the screen as the cars go around the track the entire time. But they do still watch NASCAR over periods of like years. Picking a specific person to root for, and then watching them do the thing that they do is not a new human phenomenon. That's just normal. But yeah, the wallet expectations can't really do that. RoboCop. I thought this had already released. Not a fan of Cargo Left? Oh. Okay, that took a second because you didn't put like hyphens or anything. Cargo Left. Yeah, no. Are we surprised that the Fox on the internet with ADHD, probably autism, isn't invested in watching cars go left continuously, or even Formula One? I know. I know. Surprising. You're. Why did it? Okay, now it switched my eye tracking for some reason, but okay. Weird. Like what? Judgmentally? That we're referring to? You're funny. Of course. Yeah. My bad. You're funny. You're funny. Yeah. You're right to be around. The company, or like the thing that tends to cause destruction of property and or physical harm? Because I mean, they both drain your wallet technically, or at least try to. Just saying. Unfinished Business is a new standalone adventure of RoboCop Rogue City. Okay. Omni Tower is their fortress. Violence their language. Face elite mercenaries all the way to the top of the tower and enforce the law amidst the chaos. There was a very easy bit there to just make the L a capital L, but you know. I mean, the police don't quite have many rockets, but maybe give it a few years. We'll get there. Frog game math? Math? No. No, we're good. There will be no frog game. The only time there will be a frog game is if we do some sort of challenge and I lose, and that's the punishment. That's literally it. What do you mean, Rosa Comp? I'm not the feds. Look, I'm happy for new game devs, and I realize that 2D scrolling is way easier, but my brain does not find that engaging enough. Interesting. Ah, Stronghold. Oh, memories. The nostalgia. Definitely a comp. You ever play Enter the what? No? Enter the what? I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to try. Dungeon but gun. No, by virtue of having never heard of that before, I'm gonna say no. I have not. It's a really good game. You play a math-based dice deck game. Can I really consider your opinion valid in this case? I don't know. I don't know. You're biased. I can't take your word for it. That's not gonna convince me. Man, I miss the Total War franchise. A lot. I miss it a lot. How are they even doing? What's the most recent one? I don't care about featured. Oh my lord. Okay. July 2024. Pharaoh Dynasty. Oh, that's right. They stopped trying to create original games that are good. My bad. Sorry, I forgot. The Yakuza games? You already call Wuwa and Zenless dialogue sims. You complain about the dialogue in Wuwa and Zenless Zone Zero. The Yakuza games, your favorite games. 0, 1, and 2. But that's it out of 9 games. That's... Okay, I'm not a huge math nerd by any means. But that's not mathing out for me. People die in crime and the MC punching a tiger. You will stand by it. Yeah, see? Panda gets it. Not every game can be called a favorite game. True. But, I mean, he listed 3. So... You know, just saying. Has it really been, I mean... 17? It's 2007. Sorry, minor existential crisis. 2022. There's a bit of a theme there, huh? Oh, that's right, they remastered Rome. But not really. Troy, which actually didn't do horribly. And then mixed. And very positive. By building your own dynasty, leading a faction. Okay, interesting. But yeah. His response, and I quote, "Don't start with me, Miss Dialogue Simulator." At least that is this good story. You know, intellectually stimulating in a way that doesn't require you to, like, burn out your neurons or something. 1 and 2 are unplayable by modern standards. Yeah, I've heard that before. I never finished 3, but I do have 3. Admittedly on good old games, because that's... I thought I would try and help CDPR more before they imploded on Cyberpunk and completely ruined every bit of faith that I have in them. That said, I'm hoping they don't screw Witcher 4 up too badly. But by not being super invested at the start, they can't disappoint me and therefore make me hate the game by, you know, constantly reminded of the disappointment. Also, hi Panda, because I never actually said that. Hi. How's it going? Still drawing, I take it. No. No. This is just door kicker, but not door kicker. Isn't it? Intruder is a game that I was really hoping would do better than it did, but it did not. Working on your OC finally? Let's go. Take it from me. It is very easy to overplan. Don't do it. You just gotta jump in at some point. Not that I learned this from experience and still do it way too often. No, that would be... It's crazy. It's crazy! Yakuza Kiwami Witcher 3 Metal Gear Solid Sneaky Tail Other 3 and Monster Hunter World. My list cringe? Whatever. I don't even have a list, so how can it be cringe? Just saying. I'm unfortunately not memeing. I really don't have a list. Never thought of it. Hello. Not much. Get it though, though. You? Finish the sketch of her. I want to see it. Sure, send it over. Oh, which room? I currently have 3 other Discord notifications. One of which was important. Done working. Play more Yunar and hate your life. I wish you the best of luck. You'll need it. Interesting. Doing good so far, though. Can lessons be learned? We'll see. What is this? Oh! I thought this was more like door kickers, but it seems it's more like you each control a person? So it's similar to door kickers, but not Exactly, because door kickers, you don't really take manual control at all. Ready or not, Rainbow Six Siege. Uh-huh. I mean, door kickers, yes. I don't think you needed to put ready or not, because it's not in any way similar. Nor is Siege. These are both 3D for one thing. This one is a tactical shooter. This one was a hyper-realistic shooter. So it's not really relevant. Back to Dawn. Back to the Dawn is a story-rich RPG set in high-security prison ruled by factions and buried secrets. Uh-huh. No. Horror game, I'm good. Thriller? Yeah, it's about the same thing as horror. Drillcore. Whatever that means. Another side scroller, we already saw that. Fill up the hole. More of that. Slightly different, but more. I don't even know what to call that game other than like Farmville-esque, I guess? Oh, right. Oops, distracted. Ooh. Nice. Slight perspective thing, but I take it that's gonna be because shading. Proportion thing? I think perspective's the right word. Still looks good though. It's better than I could ever have ever done. Drawing people is not my strong suit. Which is kind of like saying that a lawnmower doesn't do great in a swimming pool. So what if we did a quick test and said type 14 if you're not a bot? Thoughts, opinions, thoughts? I don't think they have that tech yet. I could time you out to prove a point, but that's just too much work. Yeah, that'd just be giving you what you want as well. So you know what? No. I won't do it. You can't make me. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to do that. Because it's not the first time they've been here, and the last time was the same thing, except they then add them back on Twitter. So yeah. Lurking is fine, but if you're like not gonna, it'd be kind of weird to not respond to that, like, Bandit, if you're already typing in chat. It's kind of weird. I guess there are some people who leave it there because technically higher view count, but like, feels fake. Considering my large part of my whole thing seems to be being genuine, which is mainly because that's just what I do. Funny how that works. Also somewhat difficult to figure out sometimes because like, oh, what do I actually want to do? Right, the whole doing what I'm interested in versus like trying to be somewhat successful. Didn't land a ooh. The graphics are good. What is Erkholm Stolen Dream? Yes, I got distracted, but You know, I got distracted. It is what it is. Let's be honest. What is this game? Isometric, narrative-driven stealth game. Oh, that's why it doesn't make sense. I skipped over experience. Join Hannah's adventure in the vibrant city of Barksholm. Oh, top down. Alright. Serious appearance of her brother Herman. Don't ask when my brain finished that as Miller. There's no particular reason. It ignites a chain of catastrophic events that will forever change their lives and the fate of the entire city. So your average protagonist, really. I mean, it looks really pretty, but EA has burned me on that, so... So wait, they threw a rock past and then shot them in the back of the head with what? A dart? Oh, they... Yeah, there you go. Blowgun. That explains that. Oh, right, that was the person that... They popped in a War Thunder stream like 5 months ago. 6 months? I forget when I stopped doing that regularly. Oh. Not a surprise, but feels bad. It's always nice to see a soundtrack though. War Crimes the game. RimWorld Odyssey. It'd be nice if I liked RimWorld more. But I don't. So say it with me. Just ADHD. Just, I don't know. Not enough to do for my brain. A lot of detail is a very good game. Just not enough for my brain. Nor is this, because it's just mindless repetition. Scum. I think I'd like that game more if it revolved less around shooting zombies, but also unreliably. Kind of a weird balance system they have going on. I do have it, but you know, crime simulator. I feel like I've seen like 5 or 6 different iterations of this game. I don't know, it feels like the sort of thing that would work better with like a top-down animated style game than what they always do, which is like Unreal, hyper realistic graphics, first person. Rooftops and alleys. I don't think this has multiplayer yet, which was kind of what I was waiting for. Or just that I didn't have people to play with, that might have been it. Single multiplayer. Fires. Being chased by the police would be missing. Yeah, that would be cool. Very big fan of the Mirror's Edge the original game. I don't think I ever played 2. But the original game was good. A little janky sometimes in terms of the controls, but it was fun. And then there was nothing else. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, is if you don't have people to play it with, there's not really a lot to do. I remember when Assassin's Creed was much better with parkour. That was good, and then they dumped it down a lot, and now it's literally just hold RT and then sometimes hit A or B. If you even have to do that, which you don't always. kind of weird, considering that was a huge part of the first... How do I even... It was the first game, then AC2, and then Brotherhood Revelations, and then still kind of in 3, but that's where they started dumbing it down a little bit. So, confusingly, the first 4 games, but not AC3. Or at least the first 3. But they started dumbing it down a little bit in Revelations as well. Which is probably still my favorite Assassin's Creed trailer. And not the Damascus version, the original version. I don't even remember what the heck happened to Simulator to Damascus. He had a bit of a crash out. Car Simulator? What? What do you mean car? Crow? What? Where crow? Nani? Car like that? I got that, but what, huh? I feel like I'm missing something. Caca. This is not clearing it up, but hi. How goes a life? See more popular releases. This is how. What do you mean it's been an hour? Okay, well, it's been an hour. When you jump into hay and AC. It does not make a caw sound. It makes a screeching sound that I can't make anymore. I probably could have had practice, but I can't do it currently. Also, it'd be very, very loud. It's an eagle. That's not... Eagles do not sound the same as crows. They just don't. They don't. There's a whoosh, though. There is indeed a whoosh. Okay. Anybody have any reasons why I shouldn't time Panda out? Any at all? This is ironic because one of the people I have in my friends list on Steam called That Crow You Know just started playing World. Okay. My life is a serial killer because I think you're adorable. We're making a lot of presumptions here. Oh, because you think... Mm-hmm. We'll both have to be timed out. I mean, it's a little more typing, but if you insist, I guess I could oblige you. I wouldn't want to let you down. What did I just see? 500,000 emotes. Oh. I was like... Yeah, see, I don't... Okay, I have 7TV. As in, I have that set up so the emotes technically are connected to the channel, but I don't actually have the... What is it called? Extension installed on my browser, so I don't see them in chat. But it is in there for the on screen. So I guess in the VOD you get to see it. And they look cute. I don't remember what they all are, and I'm pretty sure Alto added more at some point. Yeah. But they are cute. Or funny. It depends really. Ground aces. The thing is about running an airfield, not just a bomber crew, but it should be the same people who did bomber crew. Weird. Project Silverfish. This game, I think, has potential. It's a little rough at the moment, though. I mean, it is early access, so, like, you know, you expect that. But I mean, I guess the best explanation is Stalker, but furries. Okay, this is having, don't read into this. Anyway. Kinda want to play Once Human again. I have not played that at all. I thought about it. I forget why I didn't. I think it was something like, it was one of those games where it's makes it difficult to uninstall and it doesn't necessarily fully uninstall. Which you have like a 50-50 shot of like actually being sketchy and then also just the devs not knowing how to code properly. Either way, it does kind of potentially screw with the smoothness of your system running. So it's not as bad as, oh, there was this one game, I can't remember the name of it. Like a medieval game. It's online, you play, you command like a squad or whatever against other people. Conqueror's Blade, maybe? That might be it. That one, not a great idea. But I haven't tried Once Human. I'm honestly not even sure what Once Human is fully about, but maybe we'll see it in here. Oh, gun-related violence, okay. Physical violence, okay. Police military violence, okay. Strong language, okay. Politically motivated violence. This is a long list. Cartoon blood and gore. Cartoon bodily decomposition. I guess that is a valid difference there. Depictions of alcohol use, depictions of drug use, violence towards animals. I don't know if I can do this anymore. That's... Look, that's... Is that a bridge too far? Who am I kidding? I shoot the dogs in Call of Duty and also, some other game I don't remember. I've played hunting games. Okay, yeah, I have no leg to stand on. Honestly, it's a decent game, there just wasn't a lot to do when you played it. But it was also pre-season 1. I don't even know what type of game it is. Like, what? Because I thought it was an MMO, but then it also seems like it kind of isn't an MMO. But then also there's base building. So I don't really know what it was trying to be, which is part of the problem. Nope, no. Find it, Freddy's, no. No, look, Stellar Blade. Which some people are very upset with. And then other people realize that it's just pretty and art, and also who wouldn't want to play a pretty character? Personally, I would. I mean, look. Me. Look at, no, okay, not the eyes up here. Okay, face. Yeah, hi. But of course, it is the entire design. The purpose was to look pretty. I didn't get to decide, but you know, I will still go for them. Who doesn't like being pretty or good looking? It's like, that's the human norm. Pretty much everyone wants that. Some people have slightly narrower scale of what they consider that or what they want, but I mean, you in that part in the fashion industry and also the cosmetic industry for setting unrealistic standards. But still true. Dune Awakening. Part of me wants to, but I couldn't stream it. And I don't know, it's like at this point, if I can't stream it or make content for it, it kind of just detracts from the fun. But then also because I feel bad because there's not a lot of time to do things besides stuff that I'm going to make content for being honest. Because that's a lot of, I mean, it takes time. I know, surprise. Playing games takes time out of the day. And then you have to record it, right? And you have to go through the recording. I realize that playing it, you're recording at the same time. Just ignore that. We're gonna move on. Just right. So I don't want to hear anything next time you call me cute. No. Anyway. Yeah. So, but that's a me thing. Otherwise, play it. Good game. It's just gonna take up a lot of your time. Elden Ring, Night and Rain. I haven't even finished the original Elden Ring, dude. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. I think you just play as a male main character in that one, and that was my main issue. Alright, there's the... You know what game it's the sequel for. I don't remember the, like, Sans Undertale. Undertale sequel. Prequel? Prequel. Undertale prequel. Rune Factory is such a W game. Whatever. Rune Factory. Where did you even see Rune Factory? I don't see Rune Factory. Nor do I know what the heck Rune Factory is. Roadcraft released. I need to check that out. I didn't notice. Under Dune, if I could read. Oh, I see. I looked at this and it says gardens. This is not helping my point about ADHD. Okay. I did look at this game. I think it's on my wish list, which is basically my I don't want to forget about this game list. I don't remember exactly what it's about. Kind of like Stardew, foxes are well known for the inability to read. No, I think you're just making that up actually. This is like Alto's level of libel. Would you like to put anything? Ugh. Yes, feelings and relationships. That was definitely like Stardew Valley. No particular reason why I avoid that game. Anyway. Look, you don't have to have feelings to shoot people in an online multiplayer game. I'm just saying. That doesn't give me a lot. Build a road. You could literally build a bridge and get over it. But what are the issues? Market segmentation. Step back another instead of iterating on the genre into better and better games, innovate on one core game idea while dumbing down the others that were excellent in previous games. Well, that's annoying. Building bridges we were since SnowRunner, but we lost the exploration and progression aspect of the previous game. Well, that's... That's disappointing. The least optimized game. Oh boy. Be a game builder or something. Just buy the game on Steam. Steam will give you a refund if you want it. No question. Well, I mean, the last question is technically, but it's like, just check whatever is actually true. Or isn't true if you don't feel like it, I guess. You do you. But, yeah. 2 hours or 14 days. Oh look, Withering Waves. Is this a sign? Is it a sign? Maybe. Maybe it is a sign. Doom Dark Ages. I've heard there's some mixed opinions on that, but it seems to be doing well in terms of reviews, so... Ah, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. When am I gonna play the Horse Girl game? When it's financially viable without completely bankrupting me, I guess. I don't know. I know what I am. Just go for it. I think you, I can't believe you just told me to deepen my crippling depression. I thought you cared, Panda. Sometimes you think you know a person. This needs some work, but it could be fun, and I know Joker's gonna want to play it. If he hugs it, we can be sent together. We'll put it on the list. The Last of Us 2 Remastered. Inzoi, which doesn't have any gameplay yet. What did they add to get a sexual content label? Okay. I'm afraid, but okay. Schedule 1. I think we all know what Schedule 1 is about at this point. Being a drug dealer. Not a very safe and stable job. Can't recommend it, but you know. I think that covers my legal obligations. Bloodstrike. Generic looking, okay? Aneurysm 4. Okay, what was aneurysm? No, we don't need to know. Fragpunk. My main gripe with this game is that it looks really slow, by which I mean you move slower than it looks like your character should be moving or you think you should be moving, which is mostly a perspective problem. I don't know if they fixed that or changed to that. Not gonna tell off of this trailer. Hello? Fine, I won't click on it. Still a little bit, but it looks... No, you still walk super slow. Like, really slow. Unlucky. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very silly game, but it's only good if you like that type of game. Which is how you should make a game. You should make it for a specific audience, because if you make something for everybody, you make it for nobody. It's just how it works. Oh look, Repo. Still good if you have friends. Anyway, GTA 5 Enhanced. Still upset by the gun sounds in GTA 5. They're so anemic. Grand Theft Uwu. Here's hoping that GTA 6 doesn't cost $100 and also isn't... Yeah, whatever. Right. GTA 6 isn't $100 and also banned. Here's hoping. I'm hoping that they improve on what they did with GTA 5, because in some ways it was good, but the gunplay from GTA 4 was still better and felt better, even if it was technically worse. Feel is a lot more important than being realistic a lot of the times. Oh look, Girls Frontline 2, another gacha game! That's definitely not angled towards Gooters, promise. It's not. I don't know where you'd get that idea. It is. But, you know. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think it's better than the first game. I mean, the first game was their first game. But I'm still annoyed at them because of the reason they gave. Okay, so they said the reason why they didn't want to put a female character in was because it wasn't A, historically accurate, or rather what they'd have to do to make it historically accurate would be a lot of work, which is fair, because not sure you're aware of the view towards women during the medieval time and what they should be doing, but it wasn't very modern. And two, they said they were going to make a character where you weren't the, like, typical main character where you're leading armies, son of a nobleman, very important figure. Can't really say anything about spoilers, but you know. They backtracked on that. Just a bit, didn't they? Maybe. Potentially. Could have happened. Also, the lockpicking, like, was just horrible. That was one of the most painful minigames I've ever tried to do in my life. But yeah. If I find playing as a male main character, it's a good game. I have my own reasons. Doesn't detract from being a good game, just means that I probably won't ever play it. Same with this, honestly. I have no idea if this is a good game or not, but I mean, 15,700 reviews? Mostly positive? If you like Spider-Man, it's probably worth giving a look. Also, I have no clue who Luke Dale is. I'm gonna guess Hans, just cuz. Fast Food Simulator. Not a huge fan of those games. Constantly afraid it's going to kill my CPU if I boot it up game. Path of Exile 2. I don't know if they fixed that issue yet. Kind of a big asterisk to, you know, trying to play a game. Will it kill your PC? Literally. I couldn't really find any answers, so I haven't opened it yet. Marvel Rivals, already done that. Now this. Atlas. Atelius? Don't know. Here's my brain. Stranova. Technically a good game. Yes, I love being correct. He is Handscape. Kind of a shit in this game. Both games, realistically. But, you know, good character. Well done. If you can dislike a character or be annoyed with a character, you know that the actor slash voice actor did a good job. And I guess the writers do, technically. Because if they weren't done well, you wouldn't care. This does have some problem with, like, team comp stuff. You tend to either stomp or get stomped. Okay, Sulfur. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Right. I heard, like, nothing about that game, surprisingly. Firespark, which I would play more, but I'd need Joker and Alto at the same time, because I don't have anyone else. Solitaire it is not. Which fire? What is this game again? I don't remember. I think I've seen it before. Oh, right. Seems okay. I don't know. Hmm. Shadows of Doubt, is that detective game? Yeah. I forget, what were the problems with this one? Got them playable. So it's a little jank. Yeah. Items not spawning sometimes. Case might be botched from the start based on where how they died. Fun if you enjoy it, but there's constantly feeling there could be more in it. So a cool concept, but just also recommended as a 3060. Yikes. So it's not really well optimized, and it is also not well polished in general. That sucks, because it's an interesting concept. Open world game, you're a detective, you get different jobs. Could be fun, but let's have a bunch of money laying around. Probably not worth it, unless you desperately need that type of game. Alright, Once Human is a multiplayer open world survival game in a strange post-apocalyptic future. Brain really tried hard there to make me stop. Friends fight monstrous enemies, uncover secret plots, and compete, not contemplate, for resources. Okay. Open world survival. Okay. Once humans, we don't need to deal with other people in PvP. Okay. I was kind of like on the fence with that, because on one hand it's like, PvE, but on the other hand, PvP can be really rough. Really rough. So, you know. You will make your choice. Wordplay on Steam. Mix of Ballotron meets Scrabble. Interesting. You're really gonna... Okay, whatever. I'll do this. I think there's more to it than if it's like Ballotron. Brain busting. Oh boy. Change the rules and tiles as you play. Okay. Okay. Not necessarily my sort of thing, but that's at least interesting. This game. They have a zombie mode? What? How do you go from a hyper-realistic to zombies? Hmm. Honestly, I think the main problem with this game is that it is very graphics intensive, well, system intensive. Which is to say, anyone with a non-modern computer that doesn't struggle, probably going to have issues. Keep meaning to look at the Hades too. Hmm. Rogue Trader. Hmm. Again, I just never get invested on that type of game. Yes, I am in fact that ADHD stereotype. Is what it is. Would be nice if otherwise was true, but... Well, I haven't accomplished it. Hmm. Do game or not the game? Questions. Because admittedly my brain is slightly bored. But I have... It's just... Oh, it's almost the same, but not quite. Go for now. Night night. Good night, Synapses. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully fun. Hmm. Yo, yo, yo. Well, 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 look who it is. Why am I tired? Probably because bored. Look, I am indeed so ADHD that doing the same thing for long periods of time equals my brain going, I don't want to play with you anymore. Like Sid from Toy Story. Just or having a more interesting background would come in handy. But, you know. What do you mean my brain does that regardless? Explain, please. Oh, wait. Figure it out. Why not? Are you scared? Intimidated? Is this gonna get you to... It's not going to get you to give like an actual answer. Because you don't have one. So... Just a floating head? Maybe that's all I am. Maybe that's the only thing real about me. Did you think about that? Could be. Nothing saying that isn't true. If I make it sufficiently awkward, will you actually give an answer? Your brain does that regardless. What do you mean by that? A head full of... Never mind, you seem to have clarified. Thanks. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I direct you again to below the stream. There's tags. Not a husky. Not a husky. Fox. Fox. I know, so close, very similar. We literally looked this up on stream. Temperament is not that of a husky, it is that of a fox. This is just true. There is no revisionist history here. Yes, I do have that as a tag. That has been a tag for over a month. Or however long. However long since you tried to pull that. Done with you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Relatable. Relatable. So I should blink more. I tend to go through periods of not blinking, and then blinking a lot, because my eyes are like, oh, right. Lubrication needed. Kind of good health stuff. Yeah. Since what, a week? Is that supposed to be a long period of time? I mean, I guess if you're a goldfish and that's about as far as your brain can remember back then, yes, I guess it can't be. It's like an eternity then. But most people can go further. Just saying. Ardor, you know what that is? It's literally in the name. I don't know why I expected something different. You're right, my bad. I apologize. I'll lower my expectations. Do I need to use smaller words too? Because that's going to be difficult. Virtue of reading a lot. I know a lot of words. They're not always applicable. But, you know, I know them. Speak to you like you're 5. But that's gonna be a problem, because I don't really speak like that. Nor know how. I'm not doing caveman speak, it's just... No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. I'll stick to normal. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Big words. Those aren't even big words. Big is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Thank you, tongue. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I don't remember all the words of the song, so you're lucky. No, I'm good. Although you could technically spell it by sounding it out. I don't feel like it. You can't make me. So, no. Weak sauce? No, I just, you know, don't feel the need to always feed your need to try and make me look dumb. Only sometimes. It's totally intentional, 100%. What did I eat today? Can we go back to spelling supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Out of curiosity? What? Hi. Hi, Panda. Supple Panda, even. I'd ask for saying names now, but mine is in fact not effing brat, so you know. That I didn't not eat, okay? We don't need to get into what was eaten. It's not important. But there was eating. That's not even eating. That's just... I'm not a baleen whale. I can't filter feed. And even they couldn't filter feed literal air. And they don't breathe on, oh, okay, they don't breathe on the water either. So I guess technically that... Not important. Not important. Did I at least drink water? Yes. And coffee, which could be argued to slightly counteract that. But I also have Gatorade. So, you know, electrolytes, hydration. Which I didn't forget about for like over an hour. Coffee is literally a diuretic, which means it dehydrates you. Just saying. Ooh. Ow. Coffee is good, plain water is bad. This is not the 1700s. Drinking plain water that was sitting in a barrel for months will not kill you. I mean, if it was sitting in a barrel for months and was just normal water, then yes, it might actually still kill you because it'll be stagnant. But, you know. Asterisks, this is not life. This is not actually legally binding. So, if you do something dumb, that's on you. Disclaimer. Don't drink barreled water. Just, no. There is a reason that pirates drank a lot of rum and vitamin C and wine. It was just safer. I'm smarter than the average Dory. There's technically I know of two Dories, so like how do we average that out? One of them is a literal fish, the other one is doing their best at being about as smart as that fish in terms of decision making. Personally, I don't know how to, you know, average that out properly. Technically, the lower one brings down the higher number, so it's not looking great for you. You're the fish who's the other one. I'm not dignifying that with a response. No. No, I don't feel like it. You can't make me. So I won't. See, the thing about being stubborn is that when I know you're trying to rage bait me, I'm just not going to bite. Yeah. The fox is wise. As they say. It's normal fox trait, it's fine. You don't need to, it's not important. You're going to throw food at my face. Rude. Also wasteful, but rude. Most importantly, rude. What type of food? Just out of curiosity. Asking for a friend. You only tell me if you eat. Well, I already did eat. I'm waiting. Why would I lie? I don't need to lie. There's no reason to lie. There's no lying here. It's just conveniently appropriate tickets and lore. But you know, the iTwitch doesn't tell you anything. That just means that I slightly close my eyes, but too quickly so it just reads it as blinking. Because it's not good about reading Asian style eyes. And I can't tweak it because that's a $25 pre-made model. So, I'm literally not lying. I'm just being very, very, very unspecific as to what I ate. It's very different. Mm-hmm. It's a good time. Mm-hmm. You can't assure me it's literally true. It's literally the truth. So there. When is the background change? Spice it. Ha 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 ha. Ha. I did have an idea, but so funny. When I change it, does that work as an answer? Does that suffice? Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Look, I'm potentially more than moderately limited in terms of art capability, so don't need to pay anyone. Just saying, wouldn't expect an animated background anytime in the next, I don't know, century? Less than that, obviously, and being it's hyperbole, but I hope. Although if I was still around in a century, that's honestly, it's kind of an accomplishment. So, of course, if I still wasn't able to get an animated background because I couldn't pay anyone for it after a century, then that's slightly diminishes the size of said accomplishment and satisfaction with it. But you know, still an accomplishment. Never going to. I could flashbang you right now. I have multiple things I could use. They're not good, but I could. No, I will not. If it burned out your retina at the same time, maybe I'd consider it, but you know. Till I know you're in a pitch black room, we'll abstain. Make you happy? I don't know if you know this, but that's not actually my only reason for living. So, no. I don't think I will. Pick another thing. Flash. Bang. As in very bright. Detrimental to your eyesight over continued duration. That. I can and will bonk you. Go to horny jail. Bad. When you played COD, you can handle a flashbang. Ask Joker the difference between a Call of Duty flashbang and an actual flashbang. I'm sure he would love to tell you. His luck, I swear. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference. Just saying. Bit of a difference. Namely because you can I don't know if you know this. You can turn down the volume in Call of Duty. I'm going to meet you in person and throw a flashbang, but This is not what I said. For the record, Twitch, that's not what I said. Flash. Bang. Okay. Since we're missing the point, they are too bright as far as the other background options. The chat knows what you mean. Is that true? Is chat here with us? Is chat in the room? Chat? Mm. It would seem that you're incorrect. Haha. Cry about it. You have no proof. They're asleep. That's still no proof. It sucks for you, doesn't it? It's fine for my purposes, but you know, I don't need to prove anything. Also, it'd just make it even more rude. Blinding white screen would wake them up. Maybe. Probably wouldn't wake me up, to be perfectly honest. Again, I also sleep through some thunderstorms, so this isn't really a surprise. So sleep through my alarm when I'm just laying there waiting for the alarm to go off. Thanks, Apple. Don't worry, they know better than me. I'm not upset. This is exactly why I said I'm not doing it. If you're on mobile, then it's just little tiny screen. Who cares? There's not enough lumens. Not enough lumens. Always on mobile. I mean, you could randomly turn the stream on your TV at some point. I don't know. Maybe you feel like changing things up. Be even better. More lumens. Be perfect. I don't know. What the heck is... Be gone, demon. Okay, now we're just being hurtful. Okay. There's no reason to call me a demon just because. Female hawks. Okay. This isn't... we're past that. We've ascended beyond mere name-calling. Like, witch. Or... we're not heathen. I could have like called people heathens, ironically, because it's funny. But... demon? Foul creature? I'm not. You're just afraid of the truth. I know. Woman's scary on internet. My bad. Sorry. But, also cry about it. Yeah. You can't just parrot my words back at me and then have me say them. It's just redundant. Trying to help a friend with Discord problems? Oh god, not tech issues. Oh, not tech issues again. I feel like tech issues should just count as jump scaring somebody, because it's always trauma, always bringing up trauma. Year 5, what's redundant? You'll know when you're older. Or you won't learn. We'll call it a skill issue then. Yeah, right. Yunara was let through, I must look. Ah, cat departure. Yeah. I don't think I can actually make the reverse, but it would be funny. Maybe I'd actually know when he leaves for once. But, you know. Is that a me thing? Like, is that just a me thing? Because I feel like I always say, like, whenever I'm not gonna be at my PC if I'm having a conversation with someone. But it seems most people don't do that. So this could be an entirely me thing, which is probably autism. Definitely me thing. Good to know, I guess. Doesn't change anything, but hey. This goes right up there with me having very high expectations for everyone, doesn't it? Hmm. Hmm. Oh. I'd like to say looking neutral is very difficult. This is kind of just... Okay, so I guess it's not that hard. As long as I don't, you know, show any facial expression whatsoever, then it's very doable. What? Wait, what? What do you mean, wait? Why am I afraid? Does anyone else hear boss music? Did I finally change the background music? No! No! It is still the music from Hardbound. How would I change the background music? I haven't paid a subscription to Epidemic Sound, nor have I found another playlist that a playlist period that I trust. Or that other people don't use, because I like being original somewhat. Nor have I commissioned anyone to make music, so none of those things has happened. Oh, what now? Sad twerk. If sad, why twerk? Only plays on stream, not VODs or you can technically, but that requires multiple programs and whatever they're called, plugins. And also technically doesn't stop you from getting a strike on Twitch. Just saying. Yeah. 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 Weep gets it. See? It is less complicated. Less work and less complicated. It's a win-win. Just saying. Even better, it triggers you, at least a little bit, which is honestly just more incentive for me to not do it. Look, a broken clock tells the time right at least twice a day, so you know. I know you can make all audio sources separate. Technically, although considering how I use, and I could just do it without putting it through. Steel series, what is it called? Sonar, but technically that all makes it one track, so not really. If I had like a physical mixer, then yes, it'd be a lot easier, but I don't. Casey, yes, that's my name. Can I help you? Asterisk, I don't make food, comply with demands, or do things I don't want to do. So, unless it's one of those three, then continue. Game audio only show up in recordings and not streams. I know. But it's a VOD technically also, so it's just what the heck? No. I'm shedding. Fun. So if I don't do, there's a lot of possibilities there, okay? There's a lot of things besides food, demands, and what I don't want to do. Okay? There's plenty of things that I want to do. I'm here, aren't I? Just saying. Don't want to do this. If I didn't want to do this, then I wouldn't be here. Someone doesn't pay attention. I see. Just saying. I am twice a week because I want to. I would do more, except I need to focus more on YouTube to actually turn this into a thing. And it takes a lot of energy. One of those is true. I need to play Wooba. I actually haven't played Wooba since the last time I played it on stream, I think. Welcome to my brain. If I do something too often, then I tend to not do it. Not because I don't like it, but because my brain is bored. Which is the problem I ran into with War Thunder the last time. 3 days a week, 5 hours a day, just a bit too much for literally anyone to play War Thunder. So yeah. But I learned. Even if I would want to get further in the story, I doubt some more Lastrite for Lupa pulls, but I have accepted that it's not happening. No, I'm good, thanks. That's fine. I'm okay. I don't need to, literally inflict psychological torture and agony on myself. There's many better ways that I could do that. Hi, Fly. Nice one. Whatever. Welcome to ADHD. I neither really want to play anything, but I'm also bored. Valorant is the quickest. Until what? Giving me crippling depression and losing faith in humanity? Because it does that pretty well. Nigh on immediately, really. Land on me, Flight? Heck off. Yes. So then why would I want to... He hates me. He secretly only cares for my pain and suffering. I say secretly, but just entirely. For the viewers. I'm seeing two different trains of thoughts. She's just like me for real? Not even double for real, just for real. That's how you know it's true. And then, for the viewers, commit mental pain and suffering. No. I refuse to solo play Valorant for the sake of suffering. Even just your suffering. Maybe even especially just you. Play with Alto. Oh, so now you want Alto to also get crippling depression. Wow. Fly. Heck off. Shoo. This is not a request. Just do it. Yes, Alto, he is indeed trying to drag you down. With the ship, or the channel, I guess. And the streamer, it's like basically the channel, so you know, same difference. So you just don't want streams for like a week, that's what he wants. Because that's what playing solo Valorant does to a person. If I don't live, then how would the channel live? I would neither be able to make content, and I still need to find the energy to make a short. Probably from the War Thunder stream. Because there was a couple of funny moments from that, or interesting moments. But, I need to do that. Which means it won't happen till like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then we'll go up tomorrow at like 10 o'clock, but you know. Or realistically, I won't start working on it until 8 or 9 o'clock, and then I'll finish it tomorrow, and then it'll go up at 10 o'clock the next day. Because for some reason things perform better when I release them at night. I don't get it, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm either A, more popular to people who are watching in Asia, or B, just better seen it. Low key? Chill? I don't know. I simply barely used to talking to each other. I'm pretty sure that me playing Valorant is me constantly questioning what the hell my teammates and opponents are doing, which is basically what I do in League. And I'm pretty sure that that's just incredibly annoying. Maybe it's not, but that's what my brain says because it hates me. So, I mean, it kind of says that about everything, to be fair. Yeah. You're not hearing me do it because I'm not doing it. It's weird how that works. Cause and effect, really. Wild. Life would be so much simpler if I could just stream Helldivers too. So much simpler. It'll cure my boredom. It'll make me wish I was bored. And then I'll just be bored and pissed off. So, I don't see this as an improvement. In the slightest. Although, fun fact. Skill issue. Or internet provider issue, or PC issue. I'm really not sure what the heck it is that's causing you problems, but one of those is true. Unfortunately, since diagnosing tech issues is kind of like diagnosing medical issues, there's really no way to know. You are really... Why do you want to see Valorant? I get it. I'm good at shooters. I understand. But pain and suffering. That's why, right? You don't just want the pain and suffering part. It's because you know that I'm good at it, right? That's why? Yeah? Surely. Because I provide him an out, and he still goes with that. Okay. Would be friends instead of acquaintances. Okay. Is he? It's fine. It's fine. So many hurtful things in chat. See? Look what you did. It's all your fault. Deep brought galactic. Why did I not get that again? I don't remember. I had a reason. I had a reason for not getting it. Yes, I am ignoring you, Beep. Just... No, not Minecraft. Anything but Minecraft and Valorant. I refuse. I can't remember. I need to look it up on Steam again. I can't remember why I didn't. Did I have it on my wish list even? You know what I'm waiting for? Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders was incredibly fun in the beta test, and I have a better everything now besides motherboard, which might or might not be dying, but that's neither here nor there. So it should maybe potentially be something I can stream, or at least record. I can at least record it. I'm pretty sure. That's weird. Alright. To get you the game for 10. What do you mean for 10 bucks? What happens when I try and stream Helldivers? Slideshow. It becomes a slideshow. It ain't that deep. It just becomes a slideshow. Aircraft, I'll remove that one because apparently it's trash. Why don't I have Deep Rock Galactic? Was it the system requirements? No? Did I just forget to get it on sale? Huh. Oops. Would I actually play it? On my own? I don't know, I haven't seen enough of the game. But with friends? Let's see. I need footage. Hello?
Hello, miners. Welcome back. Another DRG update is coming in, hot off the presses. This is Season 5, Drilling Deeper.
Like, as hypothetically. Alright, first off, is there character customization? But it's in my... See, the thing is, it's on my Steam. Not that fine, whatever. Reopen Opera, and it... Why do I still have a Pekin video open? Whoops. And then I have to move. I can't believe you're gonna make me move. Ah, there it is. My chat is toddlers. Okay.
Hello, miners. Welcome back. Another DRG update is coming in, hot off the presses. This is Season 5, Drilling Deeper. Let's get right into it. With the rock puck's threat neutralized, management
Actually, what I
has
do
once
that
again
mean?
turned
Just look
their
at this.
attention to their main objective, profit. And our analyses show that there are even greater riches to claim near Hoxie's core. As such, we're expanding your range of operations with the new deep scan missions. Hunt down resonance crystals hidden in the caves, then call down resonance scanners and get them hooked up. These scans will pinpoint the position of your final target, a dazzling Morkite geode. You'll need the brand new drill elevator to take you all the way down there. Keep local wildlife off the drill platform, maintain the machinery, and stay alive.
Oh, is that all?
We need you in one piece when you get down to the Morkite geode, so you can collect the precious Morkite seeds. Then strap on some jet boots and blast back up for extraction. Should be just as easy as it sounds. We've also received reports of a strange new discovery.
Where do I add that?
Core stones. These mysterious mineral amalgamations have begun sprouting seemingly at random throughout Huxes. Management wants their hands on them, but be forewarned. Disturbing the core stones seem to attract a new type of hyper-aggressive creature, and they're no glyphids. We think they may come from deeper down in Huxes. Formerly dubbed core spawn crawlers,
The answer to your question
these
is
mysterious
probably.
fiends should not be underestimated. You'll need to dispatch them without hesitation if you want to make it home alive. Mind yourselves on this one, miners. And as if this crawler wasn't enough, we've observed a few
It's
other
a
new
drill
threats
that's
down
an
in the
elevator,
caves.
like.
The Glyphid Stalker is a cunning new Glyphid variant. This one is capable of cloaking to near invisibility, burrowing for rapid repositioning, and launching ambush attacks that temporarily disable your shields. If you suspect a stalker is afoot, group up, watch each other's backs, and cross your fingers.
Because I didn't get enough of that in Helldivers 2.
The Vartok
How long is this
is
video?
an invasive plant species consisting of an impenetrable acid-spitting core and an array of sensory feeler nodules. You'll need to take out the nodules to make the deadly core vulnerable. Then there's a new variant of the Infector species, the Barrage Infector. This one's bigger and tougher than its spitballer cousin and fires a devastating salvo of explosive bile. Aim for the sack and watch out for splash damage. On the subject of new challenges, some ambitious miners have been requesting a greater level of difficulty for a while, and the company has delivered with Hazard 5+. We now offer seasoned employees the opportunity to unlock adjustable Hazard 5 modifiers, allowing you to boost the aggression and toughness of enemies, the number of them, and even your own vulnerability to damage. Why would anyone want this? Why, to bring home a bigger paycheck, of course. It's a win-win for you and the company, unless Huxes eats you alive.
Uh-huh.
Now, to further motivate you in your work, we've got a brand new performance pass
It's
for
a
Season
very
5.
long name, but you know.
With loads of new cosmetics and resources to earn, this new performance pass comes with the usual 100 levels of rewards.
What did you do?
And a cosmetic tree full of other goodies that you can unlock with script. Free of charge, as always. On the subject of seasons, we're also adding the ability to reactivate and play through any existing season's content whenever you like. Enabling a season gives you access to the full performance pass and cosmetic tree of that season, allowing you a direct path to any past unlocks you might have missed. Any items from these seasons you might already have unlocked will be paid out as cash prizes on the performance pass instead. And should you feel like it, you can simply turn off season content entirely for that original unseasoned DRG experience. Should also be noted, while past seasons rewards are moving out of the cosmetic cores, cargo crate and lost pack loot pools, we've got some brand new goodies going in there to give you more to look forward to. Now, let's talk weaponry. We're expanding your arsenal with 12 new overclocks, one for each primary weapon.
Yep.
If loud and imprecise is your style, you can look forward to the
I'm just riveted by the video and trans Steven.
Shotgun's new pump action mode, or the new firewall function for the crisper flamethrower. If you prefer team support and precision,
I'd certainly hope
you might
so.
try the burst fire module for the GK2 rifle, the Voltaire SMG's spread limiting hyper alloy assembly,
You and Joker,
and
I swear.
1000 Classics brand new marked for death darts. And on top of those, we've got plenty of options in the middle to cater to every taste. We expect this should offer some exciting new self-defense options while you're hard at work. Speaking of hard at work, we've logged some new anomalies in the
It was
caves,
on
which
sale.
may add a bit of twist.
Why am I afraid to ask where? Also, what the heck? This is like the feds. The feds are okay. Alto. It's the year 2025. The feds are always there. Just saying. Of course I'm right. I'm always right.
Blood sugar fills the caves
Duh.
with toxic gas that constantly drains your health. But luckily, it also makes all bugs drop red sugar at death. In other words, kill to survive. Duck and cover adds extra scoops of Huxley's projectile shooting enemies to the caves. Bob, weave, dodge, and
Okay.
return fire. Ebonite Outbreak, on the other hand, fills the caves with Ebonite-infected glyphids only susceptible to melee damage. It's time to get cracking. Secret Secondary does just what it says. Instead of one, you get 2 optional secondary objectives for an even fatter paycheck. And relatedly, we're adding some brand new secondaries too. Management needs your help exterminating the invasive barnacles, and to smash the occasional clutch of glyphid eggs before they hatch into a bigger problem. There's a lot more to reveal, but management says to speed it up, so quick fire round. With Season 5, you can also look forward to an unlimited promotion counter to really show off your experience in the mines. New cosmetic
420. I see what you did there.
filtering
420 and
options to help organize
69.
your growing wardrobe,
Cultured.
as well as some new skin tone variations to really look your true self.
I don't remember what
3 delightful new
I don't
dance
even do
moves.
that.
We trust you will use them responsibly. 3 new levels of new weapon paint jobs to earn through weapon maintenance assignments. 20 new cave formations to add new depths and variation to every mission. And of course, a ton of under-the-hood optimizations and bug
20.
fixing has been going on as
Okay.
usual. We've even added support for DLSS 3 for the frames. And finally, no season is complete without a new DLC pack up for sale. This one grants you the armor of the Order of the Deep, a venerated dwarving mining guild. It's your turn to represent this mighty guild as generations of greybeards have done before you. Let your pickaxe pierce with the Order's might and claim the deep for rock and stone. That just about covers
okay.
it,
No,
I
no.
think. You've worked hard on this one, and I'm mighty happy about the result. Welcome back, miners, to Season 5, Drilling Deeper. This is Mission Control, signing off. Rock and stone.
Rock and stone. I suppose I should say thank you, Alto. I guess. Lose your whole weekend bundle. I think it's like lose your whole month bundle between Satisfactory Valheim and Deep Rock Galactic. Just saying. I need a new game to try on Steam. It's also content for you. Of course, it's in your self-interest. I see. You know, you don't have to play League if you don't want to. I'm just saying. I know it feels like a necessity a lot of the time, but you technically don't have to play League. Especially if it hurts you. Ugh. But on that note, we're somehow at 2 hours and 40 minutes. This was supposed to be a shorter stream, and I'm pretty sure my phone's about to die. Oh, amazingly still at 40% battery. I just closed YouTube Studio. I'm very talented. So, I am going to call it there. But partially because about to do things. Also because I have to leave space to actually, you know, work on the short. Because I have to go into what's it called? Why can't I word? Basically go into Twitch, look, find the VOD, make a highlight of it, download the highlight, turn the highlight into a short, edit it, do my new most hated thing in the world. Subtitles. And then set it to upload after having to go to the YouTube app, because you still can't do thumbnails for a short in normal YouTube Studio, because why would you be able to do that, YouTube? Why wouldn't you be able to do that? I wonder. Anyway, hopefully it was fun. I should probably just end up making 3 o'clock the normal starting time at this point, because I never make 2 o'clock. Yes, I recorded it when we did it. Yeah. Anyway, why do I have 6 messages? Not important. Well, it's after stream. I think I'll deal with it. As always, I'm skipping a step. The 2 things that I need to do to be a good chilly content creator towards myself and self-plug, because otherwise, you know. I have a VOD channel and main channel. The main channel has pretty much nothing new on it right now. I'm unfortunately very good at procrastinating. But that should hopefully change soon, because I do have an idea that I'm working on. It's just slower than I want it to be. Yeah. And of course the Discord. But yeah, I have the VOD channel, which is the VODs, like 2 days later, because I need to make the thumbnail. ADHD, autism things, get stressed. It takes time. But somewhat streamlining the process, so maybe it won't take as long. So it could be up tomorrow. Although there's always the question of what to put for just chatting streams. I don't know. Hard to say, because VODs don't really make the best growth thing, but they're more there for like you guys and archiving, I guess, technically. But yeah, I think that's it. Alright. We'll call it 2:30. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Tuesdays and Fridays. Okay, fine. Fine. 3 o'clock. And yeah, as always, stay awesome, and I will catch you guys Tuesday. See ya. Bye. Later. I have had a schedule for over 2 weeks. Don't even... No. Fine.